Hamden homeowner looking at a bill for thousands of dollars because of a tree that fell on his property. The tree came from a neighboring property, but the company that owns it refuses to help out. That's when that homeowner turned to News 8's Ken Pierce for help.
Keith Johnson is actually very lucky. The huge pine tree that fell last week missed almost everything on his property. It missed the gazebo, fortunately.
Missed the picnic table.
But when it came to getting rid of that tree, his luck ran out. When the tree was standing, it was clearly on the other side of this fence, meaning it's not on his property.
I believe he's been in contact with you, and I think you've been out here, is that right?
I called up Hamden's Public Works Department to confirm that tree is on property owned by the Regional Water Authority. When Keith called up the authority for help getting rid of the tree, he was told it was not going to happen.
And then unless the tree is actually considered diseased, that the responsibility falls on the homeowner.
Now, a spokesperson from the Water Authority could only tell me that they don't comment on customer complaints. But they did say also that their lawyers have investigated this and said that the water company is not responsible. The question is, if a tree on their property falls on somebody else's property, who is responsible? Keith says removing the tree and fixing his smashed fence could cost as much as $2,500, but that's only part of the problem. What fell is only half of the tree. Arborists have come out here, licensed tree guys who know what they're talking about. What did they tell you about what's left of that tree?
That is actually still considered a hazard.
If the other half of that tree or any other trees next to it were to fall, they could easily crush Keith's house. You're basically stuck, it sounds like.
Well, that's why I turned to News 8 for help.
Now that we've shown the Water Authority the problem, we'll see what happens next. In Hamden, I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.